Hey everybody, welcome to another AJ Re 210 video battle report. It's an 1850 point rematch against the Grey Knights, and it is just a recap style battle report, so it'll be pretty short, but I'll do my best to explain what happened. So as you saw, pitch battle deployment and 4 objectives. So here's our setup, kind of doing like a foresty thing with the river running through it, kind of make it kind of epic. So 1 objective back there, 1 on the bridge, 1 on this little cube thingy, and 1 over here. It'll make for an interesting game because there's not a whole lot of cover for me to hide behind from all of his shooting. So here's the Grey Knights army.
2 twin-linked autocannon dreads, side bolt ammo, a dread knight with heavy incinerator, purifier squads, 4 side cannons, halberds with demon hammers, 2 10-man strike squads with demon hammer justicars and side bolt ammo, paladin squad with banner, and then side cannons, halberds, hammers, all that good stuff. Librarian with Might of Titan and Sanctuary, and then Infantry with Grenade.
Cool. And here we have the Tyranids army list. Let's see what I brought today. So doing a little bit more of a swarm as I get things painted. So here's the Swarm Lord with a Hive Guard with Lash Whips, 10 regular Gene Stealers with Toxin Sacks, a Hive Tyrant with Old Adversary and Hive Commander, and a Guard, a Trigon Prime, 3 Zoanthropes and a Pod, 10 Termagants with a Tervigon with Catalyst, 3 Hive Guard, and for the first time ever, a very large pack of Hormigants, all with Toxin Sacks. I believe there was 28 in there. So, the Grey Knights won the roll-off, but he let me go first. So let's go over my deployment really quick. So I picked the side with the 3 objectives close to each other, hoping that he'll have to come to me, so then it'll be easier for me to get the charge off, because getting the charge is going to be important for me. So I'm kind of hiding in cover for right now because he's going to get a lot of shooting at me, and just kind of preparing in a defensive formation. And now let's go over the Grey Knights deployment. He's got a strike squad that's split into 2 5-mans over there, and then the rest of his force over here. Every 10-man is split into 5-man groups, and the 2 Rifleman Dread are up high, plus the big Paladin squad getting ready to march across. He did not seize the initiative, he actually chose not to roll for it, and so let's go over Tyranids turn 1, see what happened. Right off the bat, my Tervigon spawned a pretty good sized clump and did not roll doubles, so he's good. The Hive Guard pegged off 1 Purifier from that squad, and everything else just kind of shuffled forward. That was about all I could do here on turn 1, just getting ready for the Grey Knights to come across the river and charge at me. Alright, so Grey Knights turn 1. Kind of moved up, secured that objective, everything else just kind of shuffled forward and did a whole lot of shooting at me. The Rifleman Dreadnoughts did well. Did a little damage to the Hormigants, but I lost all my Hive Guard from some heavy shooting and I think a few Gaunts out of that squad. So that was about it, but those Hive Guard I really needed to stick around for longer than that. So turn 2, let's roll for reserves and see what comes in. Gene Stealers are coming in, Trigon Prime is coming in, and these Zoanthropes are coming in, so that's good. I really needed the backup. So the Trigon popped up, shot, and killed 2 Purifiers or 3 Purifiers out of that squad. My Hormigants tried to charge but rolled really poorly on the dice. The Zoanthropes zapped that one, so it's completely dead, and everything else just moved up. I spawned another big group, but I did roll doubles. And the Gene Stealers ran out, ate that 5-man squad, and now they're hiding, hoping that they can survive 1 more turn to tie up that other troop's choice and not let them get that objective. So the Purifiers charged across and ate my Hormigants alive. I did some damage back, but not a whole lot. Other than that, he did a lot of damage to my Gene Stealers, but I did manage to survive with 2 left after all of that shooting, so that's good. Just kind of being a thorn in his side for right now. So moving right along to Tyranids turn 3, see what I did in retaliation. So he ended up cleaning up those Gene Stealers. I didn't take 1 down with him. The Trigon and some Termagants ended up finishing off those Purifiers. I zapped 1 Paladin with my Zoanthropes, and I believe that was about it. Otherwise, I'm just kind of still trying to defend myself from everything that he's throwing across. And at this point, I'm also trying to think of a way to deal with his Paladins and his Librarian, because that's a nasty unit. As you can see, they completely wiped out my Zoanthropes and my Pod. Everything else just kind of shuffled over. He did 2 wounds on my Trigon from collective shooting, and also took out a little chunk of Termagants from his heavy incinerator from the Dread Knight. So, Tyranids turn 4. Some retaliation against the Grey Knights. I'm still kind of shuffling away from the Paladins. I paroxysm that unit, so they're a little less scary if they do end up charging. And my Trigon and his Dread Knight got into close combat and completely whiffed on everything. I think he hurt me once and I hurt him once. We did not roll very well. So as you can see, I did finally finish off his Dread Knight. Otherwise, everything else is just kind of moving up still. His Paladins move closer to my guys, trying to put pressure on my objectives, and the 2 strike squads are also moving towards the bridge to try and hopefully grab that one for turn 5. So, getting down there. Let's see what happens. Turn 5 for the Tyranids. I rolled really well on my dice, ran across and ate up that squad, so he doesn't have that objective held anymore. All my other guys are moving towards the bridge with my Turvagon, and I'm hoping that I can survive all of his firepower and the game will end, and then I'll end up having 2 objectives. So let's see what he can do with his shooting, see if he can succeed in knocking me off that objective, which, as you can see, he did. He managed with all of his shooting to completely wipe off my Turvagon, which backlashed and killed tons of my Termagants. I think I lost almost 2 full squads of Termagants from that. I rolled so bad on, or he rolled well and I rolled poorly on killing my Termagants. So it's really come down to the wire, really close game. It's 1 objective to 0 right now, and we're about to roll here to see if the game continues. So, will it continue? Let's get an epic slow-mo dice roll to see if it goes on. 3+, see if it goes to turn 6. Here we go. Oh, man, that was close. That 1 just did not want to pop up. So, Tyranids turn 6. Let's see if I can survive a little while longer to the end of the game. So here's the end of my turn. Kind of shuffled behind that objective. Took out a few guys from shooting and basically just castled up on the bridge there, hoping to keep it away from him. The Swarm Lord ran down, wiped out a squad, and ran back up, and I have 1 Termagant sitting on that center objective, so hopefully he can survive and hold that objective as well. So the Paladins moved up and ended up finishing off that Termagant in the middle. Even with all the cover saves, he still died. I think from the Rifleman Dreadnought. Otherwise, he's just got that squad and his Paladins and his Rifleman Dreadnought, and we're going to roll here for turn 7 to see if the game continues. So it's really come down to the wire, really close game. If it goes to turn 7, he will definitely take that objective from me. So here we go. And it's a 1, so the game is over. Crazy way to end. It was a very intense game, epic handshake right there. Had a lot of fun. Final score was 1-0, Tyranids victory. I definitely could not have asked for a better rematch than that. That was a very intense game, and I definitely look forward to playing him again. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. And until then, have a good one.